Hello everyone, how are we all? Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. Nice to see you all. Welcome along to the stream. Welcome back to Southern Cross Station. Nice to have you all here. Dylan, welcome along. First one here. We're here nice and early. Impressed. Scott, how are you, buddy? Great to see you, however long you might hang around for. No, it is very late your time. What sort of time is it? Early morning just about, is it? Nismo, knock knock, how you doing? Welcome along. Cooper Farmer, hello. Jeremy, that's on. I've decided to go for the hat tonight. I saw your comment and I thought, I wonder if I could find a stupid hat to wear. But my normal stupid hats aren't. We've gone for the regular one. Jonock, how you doing? Nice to see you. Cooper Glendinning, hello to you. Rossi Farming, welcome along. John Lass, howdy to you. Scuba Steve, good evening. Can't sleep, so you're playing Farm Sim, Scott. Fair enough too. Mustard Seed, g'day, g'day. How you doing? So, we are going to set things going off again here. We've got our courseplay course still set up, and not too much of this field left to harvest. It's good. Truck and grain cart over there. I do need to get the Coolamont bins in here, don't I? Get rid of that Demco one. So we're just going to set that off, and actually, pretty much just leave that running. All on its own. Alex, how are you? Welcome along. I am doing very well. Thank you very much. Thank God it's not a John Deere hat. What's wrong with a John Deere hat? Rossi. Right, we're going to head back over. In fact, I'm just going to tab through and head over to the other tractor. So I want to get the baler and make a start on baling a whole lot of straw. We can leave the plough there. Obviously, we didn't pull that plough with this tractor. It was just moving it around the yard. White Dragon, how you doing? Jason, good evening to you. Welcome. See you. As handy as that is, I don't know. It looks quite big on here. Get it hooked up. FS Crofter, evening. Morning, whatever it is for you. How you doing? To have you here. What are the odds that your child has a duty diaper at 4:30 AM 2 weeks in a row for me to catch the live stream? Don't know. Does it normally have a dirty diaper at 4:30 in the morning, Jeremy, or is it only happened on Wednesday mornings for the last 2 weeks? If so, that could make your child the youngest fan of Argsy gaming. How cold is it over there? Not too bad, Skipper Steve. We had a couple of cold days, but actually the weekend was beautiful. We had 2 really good frosty mornings, but they always turn into nice, beautiful days. But it's been quite wet and a bit windy the last few days. And meant to be wet and wild for the next couple too, I think. But not cold. Warm in Auckland tonight. I mean, I'm in short sleeves at the moment, but I am inside and we do have a well-heated house, so... I did see though that it snowed in Bathurst yesterday, or at Mount Panorama. I saw some photos of snow on the famed racetrack, which was quite impressive to see. Right, so we're over here. I need to unfold the bag. Thinking of sending me a John Deere hat since I didn't have any last night's stream. Oops, holding it back up again. You don't have to do that, mate. Where are we going? Why is our pickup not lowering down? My wife didn't close the door. Hang on a sec. That would get annoying very quick having a closing door in the background. Hey Nismo, what's up with you, mate? I am doing very well, thank you. Nice to be back streaming again. I do enjoy these Wednesday night streams. It was a lot of fun. Hey Dazed, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you here. Hope you're having a nice morning. John Deere had to give me bad luck, you reckon, Rossi? Don't know about that. I like my John Deeres. We don't really have one on this farm. We've got the John Deere sprayer, but nothing else. So we're going to do a bit of double duty. We'll jump between here and the grain cart when the combine needs emptying. But I'm going to go and get this all picked up. And we'll see. I don't know how we're going to load these out yet. We might use the trailer. We might load them ourselves. We might see if we can get a pickup or something. I don't know. Actually know if there's a pickup wagon that'll work with this size bale. Yeah. Mr. Straight Drunk, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome along. Pleased to hear you've got your computer, or got a computer back up and running. It's very cool. White Dragon, what's the baler? This is the 4D modding Eastern baler. So, is it Air Agri or something like that? Air Agri modding. You can find it. They've got a website. They have done some mods that they've released through ModHub as well. But this is one that they've released just on their website. It was a mod in FS19 as well. Very cool. I do like it. Bit of an old style big Eastern baler, but it does a pretty good job. We've got a combine heading straight at us. Which does mean we might have issues doing these headlands actually. Didn't think of that with the combine. Might spin around and go back the other way. It's been wet up in Auckland, has it? It's been wet down our way too. Alright, I'm going to turn around before we run into that combine and head back this way. Just to avoid any collisions on the headland. Redesigning the sorter for the third time while listening. I'm looking forward to having a play with that once you've finished. Do you think if you order a t-shirt, I'll get it before the 13th for your holiday? Where do they dispatch from? So they're printed on demand. I could make absolutely no guarantees for how quickly they would arrive or not. I know there's one place in Europe and one in the States where they print it. Basically when you order one it gets printed and then dispatched, but yeah, I don't know the timing on that at the moment, and certainly with shipping disruptions in that around the world, it's not ideal, so it would be a bit of a gamble, I think. Hey, hold of life, how you doing? Jeremy, you almost forgot your super chat. You can forget it all you like, mate. There's absolutely no requirement, no expectation or need for you to do that, but do appreciate your generosity. Hey Ben, how you doing? Good evening to you. Welcome along to the stream. So I had I dreamt for a minute that I should go to FarmCon this year, but I looked at how much it would cost to get to Germany at short notice, and unless there's someone out there who wants to sponsor 5,000 New Zealand dollars worth of flights, it's going to be a pipe dream, and that is where it's going to end. Is our combine full? There's two. Yeah, very pricey. As you'd expect, it is halfway around the world. But maybe 2023 could be a bit of a plan. If I set a goal now, could be something to aim for. If I thought about it a little bit earlier, I could have saved up and made arrangements, and if you booked things early enough, I'm sure it'll be a little bit more affordable, but not to be this time around. Having fun though. Just have to enjoy it vicariously through everyone else who attends. Bale does sound great, eh? I love the sounds, and the animations on it are really good too. And that's it's one of the big things I've really enjoyed with 22 so far, is all the different sounds and whatnot. They've certainly upped the game with those. Really nice. Sonic speed, yeah. Yep. Plus if they ever did FarmCon in the US, I don't know, right? Yeah. Direct flight, somewhere you could get a direct flight and make it a little bit more manageable, but best I could do was flying through Singapore, and then you can go direct from Singapore to Frankfurt. I think that's not too far from Frankfurt down to Mannheim where they're holding it. But that was really just a pipe dream. I don't know what ever happened. Certainly not this year. But like I said, plans for next year. Give people fun. Cruise control to be kicking very quickly then. There we go. Right, we'll go down to the end. It's emptied out and carry on baling. You looked into going but can't because of the restrictions. It's only a 4-hour drive from your place in Belgium, so you wouldn't even need a hotel. Oh mate, that's up. So you've got travel restrictions, or you're not allowed to travel for other reasons? Ah, is that right? Just trying to figure out, talking to FSG the other day about it and see if he was going to go. I don't know if he's not made any plans yet, but he's going to try to. What part of New Zealand am I from? I'm in the Manawatu. Just outside Palmerston North, about 10 minutes out of the city, out in the country. Yeah, 5k out. It certainly is. It's the one downside to living in the arse end of the world, is it costs a lot to get anywhere really. My wife went to a conference in London, it's 5 years ago now, for work, so I tagged along for that, so it was a good opportunity where we only had to pay for one of our airfares to get over there. Nice place to go to, Palmerston North is, mate. You'd be one of the few people who'd say that publicly. But I agree. As soon as you saw the notification, you tapped straight away. Nice, Cooper. Appreciate that, mate. Alright. Here we go. At the end here, we're going to dump this into the truck. We'll carry on failing. Welcome along again, everyone. Nice to have you all here with us. Nice to be able to do a stream in a bit more of a convenient time for me. So nice to be able to connect with all of you in New Zealand and Australia who might find it a bit early to get up for my weekend streams. And of course all my friends in the US and UK and Europe who find the time to get up. I suppose it's a good time for you if you're in the UK. It's or Europe. It's morning time at the moment, so not too unmanageable, but for those of you in the States, appreciate you hanging out, stopping in, saying hi, even if it's just for a few minutes in between changing nappies or whatever it is you're doing at this time, Jeremy. So we are going to try and do, I'm trying to plan a couple more multiplayer streams at some stage. I want to do those sooner rather than later. My internet certainly has been a little bit nicer lately, so we might look at doing those in the next coming weeks. So keep an eye out on Discord or community tab on YouTube, and I'll let you know. Good to get as many people along as we can. I think we might jump onto Green Valley at some stage and have a go on that. It's been good to see so many people joining the multiplayer servers actually. Hang on a sec, gotta go sort the dog out. back up the hallway. Good now. Oh, thanks, Alex. Appreciate that. Oh, it's nice to be able to. It's actually nice how the community's sort of developed over the last 12 months, I suppose, and have been able to interact more with people from different parts of the globe. That's one of the coolest parts about this community, is meeting people from all walks of life and all parts of the world, and hearing their stories or learning more about where they live, or particularly if they're farmers or anything like that, what they do. It's very cool. It's Dogsy. It's Dogsy. Dear old Dogsy. Is it that one is PC only, Rossi. We do have, and Chinook will be able to tell me, I keep on driving on the wrong side of the road. I'm too used to driving an American map. Chinook will be able to tell you if we've still got the crossplay server up and going. I know we did have one on Calmston Farms for a while. And we have done multiplayer streams on that too, to try and get a broader cross-section of people playing. Been to Brisbane and Gold Coast 6 years ago. Sunday streams are a bit hard at 6 in the morning though, yeah. Certainly are, Jason. Hard for me to get up and do too, but good time to tap into different viewership. It's interesting actually, because YouTube obviously tells me the most suitable when your viewers are most active, subscribers and that sort of thing. So it gives you a time of day that's best to go live, and a time of day that's best to publish your videos and things like that. You need more. I've actually thought about doing more, because it's actually easier to jump in and do a live stream for a couple of hours than it is to record a video and put that together, but we'll see. At the moment, we're struggling for time to do a lot of things. So it is good to be able to just do this for a couple of hours on a Wednesday evening, but it would certainly get in the way of doing other content. Hey Scott, how you doing? Nice to see you. Welcome here, and Glovebox. 5:15 in the morning in Michigan. Great to have you here. That early in Michigan, mate. See you. Be keen to join, Rossi. Well, oh yeah, there we go. Chinook has said. So yeah, we do still have the Calmston Farms multiplayer, so... Oh, are we? We can't be full. What's the capacity of this? 2, 3... Is there only 400,000 bushels? 400,000 litres. Ah. That's not ideal, is it? 400,000. And... no, wrong button. That one there. Which one is it we've got? That one there. Oh, we must have that one there. Oh, there's only 400,000 litres. Gosh, I never thought we'd get to that quite so quick. And at the moment, I can't really afford to replace it. I do want to eventually upgrade and get one of the, look at that, AGI one that came 5.5 million litres. That'd be much better for 220 grand versus the 117 I paid for that for 400,000. Much better does that look. Oh well, I guess we are going to just be selling our crops from now on. What price we have? Where am I looking down here? So we're harvesting barley. So where are we at the moment, month-wise? I wish it would highlight which month you were in. So when you look at this, you could go, oh, I'm in March at the moment. How does it look? That would be good. But we're not, we're in November. So we're at a bit of a low point. We need a bit of money though, so we'll take this back over. It's only a third full. And sell a load or something like that. you saw your peak times on YouTube, it would show 24/7. Straw on the ground in a bunker. Yeah, I could do that actually, couldn't I, Ben? We'll go back over. We might even actually have enough. There might only be a little bit enough. What am I trying to say? We might be able to get the rest of the field into the truck and store it in there too. I know obviously you wouldn't leave grain in a truck normally, but we'll do what we want. Price does change over time, so it's a camp point to sell money. Yeah, that's right. Cut some trees for money. I'll just take a loan out in Nismo. I've got, there's a little bit of wool there we could sell. A little bit of wool. We're going to get these bales sold actually. We've got the straw bales to sell, so I know we're not going to make a huge amount of money off those, but we'll make something off them. So we'll get back over here. Of course, the combine will be full and probably stationary again, so it's going to get that empty. We haven't made as much of a start on the baling as I would have liked to. Anyhow, no matter. Right. Get ourselves swung around. Combine must be right down the other end and be full, so we're going to have to drive all the way down the other end and get that unloaded. Always build the grain mill. I could actually do the grain mill too. I could probably buy the one that's in town. How much that costs? It's a cereal factory somewhere. Oil mill, factory. Oh, maybe. Do we not have the grain mill in here? But we did. Everything but. That's the flour mill. Buy that one or not. There is lots of different options of what we can do, so we'll have to have some of those out. Oh, I hopped in the truck. Play with mouse and keyboard, Jeremy. I've played so much farm sim recently I had to go to the doctor for stories because I have inflammation in my left hand. First time I've ever heard of anyone getting an injury from playing too much farm sim. There you go. First for everything. You don't like the new planting window in the mod hub version, planting and harvest all over the place compared to Aussie reality. I haven't had a proper look at what Hocks ended up putting in there for his planning schedule, basically. Green Valley server is based in Sydney, so if it's in that area of the world, things should be very low. That's a good point as well. Chinook. Of course, Mr. Stay Drunk's going to be able to get in there and play some stage because he was fortunate enough to win a copy of Farm Sim in our 10,000 sub stream, didn't you? It was nice. Nice to be able to give it to someone who is a regular in the streams. Coincided with his computer throwing a hissy fit and having to replace... What have you had to replace? Graphics card or processor? I can't remember. Your ping to the server is about 250 milliseconds during it. Gosh. So FSG and I host our No Man's Land one in the west coast of the US, and we both sit around 100 ping. I think the worst I've had is about, you know, when I've played on a server that's hosted in Europe and gets up to about 230. 250 is pretty high, considering you're just going across the Pacific. Just, you know, that's the Pacific Ocean, it's not that big, Jeremy. Alright. Look at that little row we've got left there. Perfect. This has been a pretty well high yielding crop. Been nice. Been very nice, but these are both leased fields. So that's the other option. Other thing we have to think about is whether we keep leasing. 5. They do have a daily cost. 1% of the field price. You're welcome, mate. Things are not looking good after you installed the AGI DLC last night and the launcher stopped working. Uh-oh. Did you get that resolved though? Your internet's junk, so it doesn't help. It is a another consideration, isn't it, mate? These grain bins get a good wobble on them. Look at that. Disco dancing. Another reason to get the Coolamon bins again. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate the reminder. If you're enjoying things, make sure you do hit that like button. I really appreciate the support that you show me and show to the channel. Always interesting, I see the viewer numbership just keeps on crawling up slowly across the stream. It's almost like it, you know, people get notified at odd times. I don't know whether the YouTube notification system works perfectly all the time or not. That's all. It's all good, right? I'm gonna leave him going because they will should get the rest of this field and that little strip there without having to empty out, I hope. Famous last words. But I want to go and get started on the baling again. Otherwise, we are going to be here for a while. That is a very good point too, Dazed. Yeah. Very good point. Wobbly old thing. Alright, if we leave it parked here, of course the combine's not going to stop and empty into it, but we'll leave it there anyhow. Oh, Jeremy, that needs to be shown. Let's get this cranked up again. You're a toothless moonshiner who lives in the Appalachian mountains that washes his back with a rag on a stick with a carrier pigeon for internet. You could have just said you live remotely and have a carrier pigeon for internet, but I do like the description. Your Wednesday notification work, Sunday ones don't, because you're still asleep. Fair enough too. Hey Marcus, good evening to you, welcome. I'm doing very well, thanks for asking. Always enjoy my Wednesday night streams. So 2 uninstalls, reinstalls later and a lot of swearing. I think I've fixed it, but the launcher still wants to update the DLCs. If I do that, it stops working. Can't remember which DLCs if mine are all updated or not. I figured everyone could use a laugh so we need some detail. Paints a very graphic picture. Jeremy. Scuba Steve, has anyone checked out Midwest Horizon map? I don't get to till weekend. I haven't yet, but I have downloaded it to have a look at. it was a potential candidate to play on to replace Deer Creek. So I do need to take a chance and have a look at it. I know it's very what's the best way to describe what I've been told about it? Very consistent with the FS9 version, true to the FS9 version, FS19 version would be the best description. A lot of the same buildings and things, just a bit of retexturing and that sort of thing. Oh, Mr. Crofter, thank you so very much for that very, very generous super chat. You're a legend. And a gentleman, I appreciate that. A great deal, thank you very much. And I do have something to send you as well. A work in progress at least, so I'll get that to you soon to have a look at and get your thoughts and comments on. I was just impressed, must see that I could remember how to pronounce the appellations. I looked at that and I was like, I know how to say that, but I was almost going to say Appalachians. The day was so full on busy cleaning and fixing shops and houses from the massive flooding from February 2022 and still cleaning from floods. Now I'm relaxing watching the channel. Oh, pleased to hear that, mate. Great to have you here. Yeah, there's some pretty devastating flooding going on, wasn't it? So which part is that what, North Sydney? Sort of between Sydney and Brisbane somewhere, are you, Marcus? Yeah, so I watched some, I think we talked about it at the time when it was happening during one of the streams, but impressive footage of how quickly the waters rose and the scale of them. That's one thing we still, struggle with, of course, with, the Murray River catchment in Australia is amazing. What it comes out of Queensland and goes the whole way through the New South Wales and down and out at South Australia, through Victoria as well. How far that water's got to travel. Actually just finished editing and exporting Elk Mountain mining video again tonight. So that will be possibly Friday morning my time. I haven't decided exactly when I'm going to push that one out yet. Depends whether I get another video recorded and edited tomorrow night. We're going away for a couple of nights, Friday, Saturday. It's a long weekend here in New Zealand this weekend. Queen's birthday weekend, so it's a blanket weekend where we celebrate our monarchy. Whether you agree with it or not. Obviously not her birthday either, but it's just always been the first Monday in June, which is nice because it's also my birthday next week. So we may, next Friday, be doing something then too, taking the day off work, so keep an eye out. We might try and do a stream or something at some stage during the day. Depends if Mrs. Argsy has any plans. We might be doing something in the evening, so it won't be an evening stream. Maybe an early afternoon one, late morning one. So Lismore, Baling in New South Wales. Oh yeah. That was Lismore was certainly one of the hardest hit areas, wasn't it? Remember that in the news. Any word on Addingham Park, mate? Not that I've heard of, mate. Not from me. We're working Queen's birthday weekend. Bam. So actually, that's a good question. So Chinook, when do you start getting friends and family discounts for air travel? We'll have if you wanted to go to somewhere like FarmCon and like that through work, maybe you could need someone to carry some bags or something over there for you. You're excited because work gave me the time off for it until I realised it was double time, so I kind of got screwed. Work smart. Your work is smart. Not work smart. Or you do work smart. Well, they get the cheaper paid staff to go in and work on the double time, did they? What date's my birthday? 10th of June, White Dragon. Not going to tell you the year, that would give away too much. Gosh, for my birthday last year, we did a live stream with Farm Sim Guy on Texas. Good fun. Even after the first reinstall with nothing in the mods, it failed as soon as I installed the update on the launcher. Yeah. We found that lots of people had a similar problem on day one of S22 reading chat, not driving straight. Removing a file from the updated file fixed it, sort of. Yeah, interesting. TJ, how you doing, mate? Wondering if I was going to stream tonight? Well, your wondering has been answered. And you can wonder no more. That's a good question. All the Kiwis will know who balances, but anyone else know who balances? Yeah, not for a year. You get free travel after a year. Same as you, White Dragon. Oh, happy birthday for next Friday then. As well as friends and family. Oh. FarmCon 2023, I'll be tapping you on the shoulder. David Zabel, g'day from your Aussie neighbour. G'day to you, mate. Welcome along. Great to have you here. Mike72, first time we've made it live. Well, welcome along. Great to have you here. I'm pleased you're able to make it to a live stream. Always nice, and I always appreciate anyone who's new to the stream to pop in and just say hi. Great community, great group of people, regulars as well as new people. I've had a couple of people lately who've binge watched Spectacle Island. Purple Flame, who has commented on just about every video as he's been watching, which is really cool. So I've sort of got this chronology of him over the last 2 weeks watching 2 or 3 episodes a day. It's just awesome. And then someone else who commented today saying that I've just finished binge watching it as well. So it's very cool. I do appreciate getting those comments. If there's anyone else new in the chat, great to have you here as well. Pipe up, say hi. Love to get to know you. I get good at knowing what time the UK is compared to us, Jeremy, because always trying to coordinate things with FSG. So in winter they are 11 hours behind. So it's always, if we're 9:30 like we are now, it's 10:30 for them. And in daylight savings, if it's 9:30 for me, it'll be 8:30 for them. We sort of do a 2-hour swap. Someone in the area that does with a similar name from the pubs happen to mess afterwards. You know, doppelganger, Marcus. My birthday is the 10th, Ben. Indeed. You watched 10 episodes of Spectacle Island yesterday. Are you still in catch-up mode too, Jeremy? And you watched the live stream from last week? You must. I appreciate that, Scott. It's not autocorrect, it is correct. It is spectacular. Minecraft Mum, hi, I've just been binge watching Spectacle Island 2, just on episode 25. That's awesome. Welcome along, Minecraft Mum. Great to have you here. And great to hear you're enjoying that series. It's a surprising one. I love it. I love making that one. And it has, it doesn't get the big views compared to some other videos might do, but it gets great retention. You know, people who really like it will like it and stay and watch lots of it. So that's pretty cool. I do like that. We're going to have a lot of bales to pick up. This is going to be a bit of fun with the front loader here. I suppose it makes sense, and you've got to wait a year before you get your free travel, which not. So is retirement keeping you, changing your hours, Scott? How's your early retirement going anyhow? What baler is this? This is the 4D modding Heston baler. This is the I've gone for the New Holland version of it there. Match the tractor, but they do it in a Heston. I think it's a Fiat version too. Yeah, I can't remember actually. I can show you. Actually, it's in the shop. I'm going to sort of easiest way, downloads. Where's Heston 49? A very cool baler. Lots of different options. Heston old, Heston new. Yeah, Fiat Agri or New Holland. Older. New Holland red, Massey. Even Challenger. Holland there. Well, that's the version we've got. New Holland yellow. But very cool. It does come with a somewhere installed. Oh, the accumulator. Yeah, it's got the accumulator, which is meant to pick up 3 bales at once. But I couldn't get it to work properly, so I gave up using it. Just doing what we're doing. But yeah, Air Agri modding or something like that. If anyone, any of the mods know the link to it, please, or channel, if you guys got a link, Scott, feel free to share it. Which means you need to like your job for a full year. I'd suggest if you're trying to enjoy a job just to get the free perks out of it, you're probably doing the wrong thing. You spent yesterday catching up on No Man's Land since we seem to find all the issues with your mods. I don't know what happened with that. I wonder if it's because we didn't own the land, or because so we were using the extended placeables mod, whether it didn't flatten the ground properly or something like that. So the trigger was, and I could see it, so I had a look when I was trying to find it. I turned on the console just to turn off on the collisions and all that sort of thing and see where the hitbox was, and I couldn't see it. But then once FSG did that little bit of landscaping and lowered the ground down, I could find it. I could see it. So certainly something to do with that issue. We have done a pretty thorough job testing, haven't we? Probably doesn't help we don't have the most up-to-date latest version either. I won't tell you what I did when I was looking at your new potato pack either, days to extent through. I put the main shed down, and then I saw that you had the sorter in individually, and I was like, oh, I've got to place that separately, so I placed it down in the open part of the shed, and then discovered that you've actually got the sorter built into that shed. So that was a little bit of egg on my face. I figured it out. Dazed, have you thought about doing sweet potatoes and other types of potato expansions for your mod? We were talking about that the other day, weren't we, Dazed? Jeremy had several adult beverages Sunday and took a nap outside and got burnt bad, so I didn't move the past couple of days. Don't come to New Zealand. Our sun is harsh. It does look cool, Scott. I like this. I like this baler. I haven't really used it before too much, but I thought it was a good fit for this map. There we go. Thank you for sharing, Days. Appreciate that. There's quite a few mods in there actually, 4D modding here, that they don't release on ModHub. Yeah, so that'll be why it did it. It's the extended placeables mod. That'll be why it didn't work the way it was meant to be. Hey Christoph, how you doing? Great how you closed the door on him in that corner. It's funny watching, because it was always fun watching FSG's point of view, because he was obviously talking about the fact his tractor was faster, and I had no idea, and I was talking about the fact he seemed to be trying to race me, and his tractor was faster, so... it's good little, it's fun little things like that, which are nice to share and make those videos even more enjoyable to record. I'll speak of the devil, there he is too. How you doing, FSG? Morning. Welcome along. Appalling trip. I was just taking the racing line, what are you talking about? You were, that's right, you were halfway up the hill when I said that. Peter Sullivan, how you doing? Nice to see you. Just started on this map, you baled the starter field with the 120cm baler and got over 400 bales. What are we up to so far? I'm going to crash. Check this out before we get too much further. 45 just in this field so far of these big ones. Yeah, I'm going to be busy. What time do you call this? Better late than never. You can't leave the stream until you load every bale on a trailer with a skid steer. That'll be when the stream will just mysteriously stop Jeremy and you'll get a message saying that I had a power cut or internet outage. There's ways and means. There's ways and means. Ah yes, I forgot you had gone for a trip to London. How was that? Nice to get into the big smoke for a few days, was it? Did they let you back into the homeland after your extended stay in Scotland? Brandish you a trader or anything like that? Connect a skid steer to it's a good seat. I like you, Mike. I like that. I like the way you think. You go, Jeremy. You've been outthwarted by Mike. Unfortunately, I don't think I've got any auto-drive trailers, auto-load trailers installed. But I like that idea. It's good in Agate though, you have to be hosed down at the border. With warm beer. Yep. He does, he's got to do more training with his forklift. He must become stronger in the forks. It was all physics. It was funny actually watching it from the different angles and seeing what, you know, how where you were looking at it from and where I was looking at it from. You should join and get some training with the bales. I actually think he needs to, sounds like he needs to get on Spring Creek and do some training with potatoes, Christoph. Seems like you've got a few there for him to have a play with. Three feet away. Potatoes are plenty there waiting to be spotted. It's Spring Creek and potatoes. I agree, mate. I agree. Yep. No Man's Land of potatoes was crazy enough. I think you need to open a forklift training academy between the things I see on YouTube and the posts on Reddit. It's funny though, because the forklifts are the easiest things to use when you're manoeuvring pallets and bales and whatever. You get in a wheel loader which has got a centered articulation or something like that, and you try and get something lined up. Nightmarish. Yeah, I think we're done with potatoes. Which actually reminds me, I think we've still got a leased potato planter that we need to get rid of. We'd kept it because it still had some seed in it, but I think we'll write that off. I have an apprentice now to teach FSG and a forklift. FSG dud. He did. Apart from knocking those over, I thought he did a fantastic job loading those boxes. It was very, very neatly done. Oh, the Mark Thor Special Harvester. I like what Mark Thor's done with the Dominator. It's looking pretty swish. Once again, welcome everyone along. Nice to have you all here this evening. Hanging out while we're doing a bit of baling and some straw. Hopefully loaded up and sold. It would have been easy to use a loading wagon or something like that, but we had the baler. We've got a trailer we can put these all on. So we will go and get that done soon. Now, I wonder, I want to go and get this, see if we can do this. We don't have a cork. Combine out of the way of things, so, early harvest for that one. Take a look, see, there it is. I think. Am I going that way? It's coming towards me. Right, we'll send it down this and at least do a couple of passes. We can leave it running on full space for just a little bit. Nearest waypoint. Let's go. Oops. Bring that back up and hide those again. Jump off and we'll take this back down to the other end of the field. It's now the full colour of it, but this time it's perfect. Yeah, he's saying he's done some research into what the actual, it's probably not RGB, but what the colour code for it should be. Yeah. Bulls get with the full colour scheme. I don't know, I reckon it could turn up and replace our Dominator we have in No Man's Land. Be a good little replacement there. So a few of you in here who've watched the series, are you, what do you think we should do with the money? We've got $200,000 to spend. We've had a bit of a discussion about what we're going to do, or what we think we might do, but be interested in any hot takes from you guys. Any news on Paul's Gap? He's gone a bit quiet on that. Well, from my point of view, he has. Sugarcane. We'll just go buy $200,000 worth of sugarcane. Start a production line. Yeah, we could do. Actually, it's not a bad idea. We haven't done anything with productions, and we were talking during the stream that we were going to be doing not so much oddball stuff, but playing around with some of the different things. That could be an option. We've planted all our crops though, so we're kind of a little bit hamstrung now. We could have picked a production line and tried to get everything up and going with it. Hey Shubs, how you doing? See you, welcome along. Extend the land and get some production going. Only have to seed sugarcane once, that's true. Very true. Right, let's park this. Park this here for now, it should be out of the way. And get this out of the way, or it's going to get in the way of the baler. more land to expand. Yeah, that was one of our thoughts. Why another plot? Get the grass all taken off it. We can make a whole lot more silage or hay or something initially, and then we'd obviously have all the ploughing and everything else that goes with it to get it ready. So that would be a couple of episodes of time to fill up. Are we going to get it all in here? 4,000, 3,000, 2,000. I think we'd... Oh. That's not ideal. Not ideal at all. It's alright though. We'll run this back over to the farm, and then we'll bring the truck over as well, because we need to get... And this is why I should have brought the fork over for the bales. Say double cross FSG, take the money and move. More pallets. FSG's looking forward to that already. Imagine it. Yeah, don't give, in fact, yeah, don't give FSG ideas. He'll probably do the opposite to me, Jeremy. We can invest it in Bitcoin. There's a mod idea. Placeable building where you can just dump your money in bitcoins. Gamble on. I wonder if you could link it to the real world market. Everyone gets no man's land and surviving while mowing it up. They both give off a Brokeback Mountain vibe, don't they? Take the money and run. Well, I'm down to 4 grand here. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Well, let's go put this over in the shed for now. Actually, I need to come back and we need to come back over here with the tractor, because I need to take all that hay that is on the back of the truck off. So it's not actually a bad thing. Can't start loading the trailer with all that on it, can we? Right. Leave them running for just a little bit longer. Never get it on the mod hub, rip their rating if you had gambling. It's not gambling, it's just investing. Diversifying your portfolio. I mean, technically planting crops is a gamble whether they're going to grow most of the time, isn't it? Or what the market's going to be like when you go to sell it. All a gamble. Written outline scripts for 7 episodes. Ooh. Which episode do I have you written me in from? I need a cameo. If you need someone else to be killed, I can happily turn up on a working holiday and be your victim. Got good experience at Elk Mountain. I know my way around. Familiar with the mine. Just need someone to make a mod for a spaceship and an aircraft carrier. Investing is as much gambling as flicking the balls nuts. It's a bad idea. The question is just how far you get down that field. Episode 8, you'll embezzle 200k. Okay, done. Come in and take over the mine. I'm trying to think of a spin-off show, you know, like Star Wars has got so many spin-offs. There's actually on the mainstream media here in New Zealand last night, there was a little piece about, you know, it took 20 years between 1978 when the first Star Wars was done and 1998 when Phantom Menace came out. It was 20 years where we lived with just those three movies, the original trilogy. And then we obviously got the prequel trilogy. And then we got the sequel trilogy, and then we've got everything else which has come with it. Solo, Rogue One, all of the spin-off shows, all the animated stuff, and how condensed that has been over the last 3 or 4 years. Nuts. Crazy how it's all worked out. Alright, well we've got, what, 4 or 5 more passes here, so we'll get this all finished out. And then we can go back over. And sort out that trailer. Beam the crops up. You know there's not going to be any farming in Elk Mountain, eh? SG's Elk Mountain. Farming's secondary. Wouldn't surprise me if all his crops have withered in Series 2 because he's neglected them. We've been going for an hour already. This is flying by today. This evening it's been fun. I can make him a fort, Jeremy. Can build him a fort. A maze. 500 pallets of land. He has to find his way out of the middle. I do it in the middle of the night, he wakes up and he's got this maze of pallets outside, just a hand truck to move them. But some of them are booby trapped, there's actually mines underneath, and if he lifts the wrong one up, the mine will go up. Lost you. Very true, yeah, true, fair point. Nothing calms the nerves like some ploughing. I mean, there'd be plenty of farmers who've found themselves in very dangerous situations and they've just carried on farming because the farm needs to be attended to. There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, Neighbours Games, hello. Great to see you here, welcome along. Tag everyone as there. Unfortunately, it is incredibly hard to hijack with mods. Particularly on multiplayer, Jeremy. There's been plenty of times I've wanted to add something into, you know, for a bit of a mistake or a bit of a wind up or stitch up with FSG, but you'd have to download the mod to be able to do it. I did manage to do it when we updated No Man's Land and I put the custom number plates in. It wasn't really a stitch up, it was a bit of a surprise. And if you remember West Texas, how much banter there was around whose truck goes where and that when we did have our logo trucks in that. Ooh, there is a fair few straw bales in here. What are we up to now? Let's go and check the stats. 70. 70 bales. How am I next? Do we have a market for bale? Straw. More feet. $30. That's 8,000 litres in a bale, so each bale's worth 40 times 8. 320 bucks a bale. How many bales did I just say we were up to? 70. That's 20 grand. 20 grand's 20 grand, it's not to be sneezed at. And you were around 14, one of the workers on you about 50 years ago then. That 60s, 70s. One of the workers on our farm rolled his tractor, rolling and walked back to the farm, got a second tractor and finished the field, just drove around the tractor on the side. If you have access to the XML, you can change the path of those vehicles to use the model ones. Just saying. True. Never questions the... Aussie, how you doing? Good morning to you, mate. Welcome along. Nice to see you. Hope all is doing well in your neck of the woods. Not Australia, as I have since discovered after making the incorrect assumption. Yeah, Mr. Mojo Man, how you doing? Good to see you as well. Right, what have we got? 2, 3 more passes. It's alright, that'll work out well. We'll end up at the right end of the field. Oh, hey. You're trying to say hey Argsy, not yeah Argsy. Gotcha. That's right. Good to see you. Welcome along. You live streaming tonight, FSG? Or morning for me. And back in Green Valley, are you? What were you doing last time? You were running that rather nice case planter, weren't you? No live stream tonight, controversial. Ooh. Oh, I might put a, I'll put a repeat of this on for 2 hours at your normal stream time. Out for a date with Mrs. FSG. Got it on you, mate. Got priorities sorted just right there. You go away for a couple of nights. You gotta keep the lady happy. Is it a celebratory date or just a date? You going to Top Gun? You're taking you to Top Gun. No spoilers, I haven't seen it yet, by the way. Oh, you are going to Top Gun, what a guess. Nice. It might be like home and away New City every day for 30 years, goodness. And then it'll come to a crashing end like Neighbours has been. What's up, DJ? How you doing, buddy? How are you? Morning-ish. Morning for you, of course. Good to see you. I had to laugh at Lars's tweet, DJ, how excited he was that he's going to meet you at Twitch, at FarmCon. Up late, moving slow, but you're up. Good start, good start. You haven't found a good trailer for Heston Bales yet, Steve. You're looking forward to seeing what I'm using. I haven't got anything flash, actually. What do I have? Trailers. Is it under this one? No, it must be under Bale loaders. I've just got the Chrome Trophy Liner. In fact, that was meant to be. I have to check. I thought that was meant to actually be auto load. Maybe it's not. Yep, if you want to meet DJ earlier, you can go to TwitchCon and see him in Amsterdam too. Don't you watch the Some news show. FSG. God. God. What is this? Eh? You've been busy. Fair enough. So you won't know that Clutch is doing a event with Kubota with Kermit next week too. They're going out to a real wood farm and they're going to be doing something on some Kubota equipment. So looking forward to seeing what Kermit has organised for that. We were talking about it actually earlier. I looked at flights yesterday because I got the got the email last night telling us where it was and everything like that. $5,000 for me to get to Frankfurt. Did I see Hocks there? Hey buddy, how you done? Good to see you still on the map. Yes mate. I actually had about a month where I didn't do my Wednesday night streams. Easter and all sorts of other things got in the way. It's nice to be back. Nice to be playing on it. I haven't actually updated to the most recent release on Mod Hub though, so I have to admit. But great to see you working on some other stuff too, mate. I've been keeping track of what you're doing there on Facebook. So looking forward to seeing what you come up with. Be good to get some more Aussie maps out there. I wish, Mr. Mojo Man, I wish. If only it was all we did, eh, mate? Yeah. I'm waiting for DJ to be announced as the new events coordinator they were advertising for in the US office. Alright, one more pass and we'll be done. Neighbours died over 30 years ago. Oh, see, you only watched it for Kylie Minogue, didn't you? Eh? You're a Kylie fan, aren't you, Mr. Stay Drunk? It's that 5k round trip. Yeah, that would just be flights. New Zealand to Singapore to direct to Frankfurt from Singapore. Oh, yes. Your wife would kill you if you took a trip across the pond for a video game. You did ask though. Oh, you heard it here first, DJ is not applying for that position. I'm sure you'll be working with them a lot. See, not only am I bringing the news, I'm fishing for the news as well. So watch out. Seems funny. Yeah. David, you love some more Aussie maps and would also love some Aussie style grain tipper semi-trailers for console players. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Who knows in the future, eh? Be nice to see some things come out for you guys. Of course, a lot of the sort of grain trailers are belly dumps, aren't they? Which don't use a lot in our part of the world. So I'm just trying to remember now. I think Hocks was talking about the one he was sharing on Facebook was a 4X, I think. That's cool, eh? DJ, yeah. Grants are working or pushing hard to do a lot of really cool stuff with content creators and making them a big part of the immense promotion work. It's really cool. I agree, mate. I agree. Yeah, they made obviously a big deal of the packs they gave out for release and things like that. It's pretty cool. And who knows what will happen in the future. Just need to convince them that Australia and New Zealand's a big market and find some reason to do something down here. I think Kermit's made a big difference there too, hasn't he, in that space. which is nice, having someone who probably understands particularly the US demands and expectations a little bit more. Wouldn't every Australian map look like Southern Cross? Not at all. Tell you what, mate, if, you know, even just the difference driving from Sydney out to the Blue Mountains, through into Bathurst and out into summer, even only a couple of hours inland into New South Wales, and you know, you're only touching the surface, how much it changes the landscape in that short distance. And you think the latitudes that Australia crosses from the north to south. Well, just correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure I've seen a map where Australia is pretty much fits in the US. You know, Perth would be California and Sydney would be New York, and that's the sort of distance. I might be a little bit out of scale, but it's pretty close, I think. Someone's going to Google that and fact check me. I can't remember exactly whether it's that, but I thought they were quite close when you actually compare sizes. Australia's just hands down the best country. Second to New Zealand, don't you, man? Sven Vass still love a family park festival on Friday and FunCon for the weekend. What a lineup. You sound like you've got it sorted. What are we doing? Ejecting the Bale. 2 maps on the go at the moment, trying to work out what the multiplayer issue with the Southern Cross Station console's hardware I think shows an area. Yeah, I didn't realise you were having problems. Shoot them a message and let them know. John should come to Australia for a look. Is it from both sides at once, do they? Yeah, interesting. It's the man, he's been pushing them to do new and different things and they're all doing great. Yeah, I've been enjoying listening to the podcasts and all sorts of different things. Do I have a firm date set with Kermit for the community spotlight? Not yet, Scott. He did mention mid-June, so we'll just wait and see. You know, commitments could come up with prepping for FarmCon and all that sort of thing, so. And obviously the Kubota release coming at the end of June, so we'll just take it as it comes. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of time for that opportunity to work itself out. Right, we'll leave this. What are we at? We're 20 past 10 already. So we're going to leave that field there and we'll tackle that later. I want to go and get some bales loaded up and get them sold and see how much time we're going to waste for making not much money. Alright, we'll just pull up the side here. So, kind of forgotten what I was actually here to do some farming. This part of Southern Cross is the setup of the town, so lifelike, well done. Agreed, mate. Very good. The main US, just not with Alaska. Yeah, that's it, Shubs. What state does DJ and you put him in his luggage? Been to New Zealand, it wasn't too bad. I'll take that as a compliment. I was more just saying, sort of, you know, saying how, from the size of Aussie, how diverse it is. Right, we need to get those bales off. We'll put them in a shed somewhere. In fact, I think we've got some bales in the back of this shed. Yeah. And I knew I had a weight somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Some hay in there. Get the sheeps some more hay too. The sheeps. New Zealand, never heard of her. New Zealand's the little brother or sister you love to hate because we overachieve. We know how it is. Kieran. But you're a Appalachian dwelling hillbilly who washes your moonshiner, who washes your back with a rag on a stick, isn't it, Jeremy? DJ's not going to want to take you with him. Operation Jeremy to Germany years ago. Well, that's actually got a nice ring to it. Sven, hello, welcome along. Nice to have you here. James's Bike Workshop. Sorry you're late, you just finished work. That's a solid day's work, mate. Well done. I'm impressed. Right, we park that there. Get those all unstrapped. See how many we can knock off while we're trying to unload them in a hurry. And the worst part about doing this is it's hard to concentrate and read chat at the same time. Let's have a go. You lived in the Appalachians for 13 years. I'm just repeating what Jeremy said, DJ. That was his own words. I don't know enough. Oh, see. I don't know enough to either confirm or deny the allegations. I'm picking up bales near the bales and just lost utilities in the river between the two farms. Whoopie days. Dazed, thanks for hanging out, mate. Nice to see you. We'll catch up with you again soon, man. Pleasure to have your company as always. Brendan Carter, g'day, welcome along. Nice to have you here. Great to have so many Aussies and Kiwis in the chat, as well as our friends from all around the globe. US, UK, Europe, lots and lots of different areas represented. It's very cool. Yeah, catch you later, Crofter. Thank you again for that very generous super chat. Do appreciate your support. Used to live in Knoxville, Tennessee. Loved it. Very cool. Nice to see you, Dad says so. Great to have you in the stream as well. Right. Correct. Oh, I'm going to lose those ones too. I stacked these too well, didn't I? Really did. Listen to that sound in the shed. How the engine sounds different. That's so cool. I like that. The allegations seem pretty spot on for you. At least you've been informed well. Oh, local knowledge goes a long way, DJ. Oh. You're in the Philippines now. There's a big difference. That would be a big difference. At least once we get these straw bales on, we're not going to unload them. You've met a lot of people like that in the Appalachian. Right, Yuri. Actually, I was going to try and take 4 at once, but we won't do that just now because we need 2 to fill in the gap. Well, thanks for joining, Scott. Appreciate having you here as always. Hope you do manage to catch some shut-eye. And catch up with you again soon. Won't be streaming on Sunday, just FYI. I'm going away Friday and Saturday night, so I won't be home on Sunday morning to stream, but might do something on Monday morning my time, which will be Sunday afternoon, evening for a lot of you. Being a public holiday here, so we might make the most of that chance. Having the day off. No, might have been a bit adventurous. What do you think? We'll make this work. This is FSG trying to get that trailer load of pallets of spuds. Okay. That worked. DJ, thanks for stopping in, mate. Always appreciate you poking your nose in and saying hi. And I'll catch up with you again next Wednesday if we don't see you before. Pleasure having you here. Might have to come for a chat in Discord after this. I'm trying to find some of the mods I've been using in the map. Having it. Yeah, of course, mate. Always happy to help. Alright. See? Easy. Done. Pushing the limits of the New Holland just a little bit. Yeah, and thanks for the reminder, Jeremy. If you haven't hit the like on your way up, please make sure you do. Appreciate all the support. Aussie Farming, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome along. Dad says, so you're a US Marine Corps recruiter in Tennessee, had to recover run those boys out of the hills to join the corps. Were they really the ones you wanted though? Right, let's have a look. How many bales are we now with? 99. For that, how close are we to 100? We're not going to get all these loaded. We've got 34 minutes. See if we can get a couple of loads done though. Oh. All 4 kids are awake now, time to pretend to work so I don't have to deal with them taking Jeremy, I like the way you look. Father of the Year material right there. Morning, how are you? Welcome. Great to see you again, my friend. Hope you are doing very well as well. No, I had actually had a video shared with me from Farmer Bob. I see he is converting Western Australia from 19 to 22. Is that? Do I have my facts correct there? Haha. Intel on season 2. Dum dum dum. 7 episodes roughly planned so far, James. Was the intel we got a little bit earlier. Massive plot twist coming. It involves the aircraft carrier and spaceships. Ooh, don't fall over. That is correct. Oh, and you knew as well, Hocks. So which version is it? The Deacon's original one, or is it one Lancey Boy redid late in 19? I did think I saw it was only the 4X version, obviously, not the bigger one. And oh, Hocks, you're here. I saw Missy B streaming as well. Is she doing an extended version of this map and turning it into a 4X? Thought I saw her doing a stream or something yesterday, and she was doing some work on it. Will there be crop circles? I think there needs to be some crop circles in future stories. I think that'd add to it. Like, I actually think Jeb could have been an alien. And Will Smith's going to turn up with his forget everything machine that he had in Men in Black. And he's going to slap you on the cheek, and then he's going to flash you so you don't remember he did it. We've had a few cold days, Mornay. It's not too bad. It hasn't been too bad the last couple of days. Been wet and windy. But certainly, first day of winter today, so starting to feel the bite just a little bit more. Argsy is making a guest appearance and there's a forklift for this because it leaves FSG $200,000 wealthy. I like it. I like it. That was loosely discussed too. For private use. Missy B's one, is it? Right. I say loading bales and concentrating on reading. Trying to read chat at the same time is not the easiest thing. We will get there. Spaceships bringing Jed back to the afterlife. I hope you're there, FSG, and taking notes. You might have to rewrite those episodes you've already prepared. Alright, let's go find the truck. Here it is. Can't write them down fast enough. You just want to have them written down so you can toss them, screw them up and toss them over your shoulder and go, nah, that one was stupid. But it wasn't yours, so you don't feel bad. Why don't I use the stacker trailer much faster? The auto, like the Arkusan ones, Mornay, I could do. I only have 4 grand, I'd have to take a loan out. I want to try and get some of these sold and build up a little bit of money. And there is actually a lot more bales than I was expecting. I don't, will it fit, will they work with those bales, or are they too big because they're from the Eastern baler? I don't actually know. Have a look, I suppose. Ooh, well, that was a little bit of a squirm over there. Make a guest appearance with a pressure washer that's broken. I'll turn up as the Karacha pressure washer maintenance man. April is going to fall in love with me though, that's the problem. We can't have that happen. Or is it Sandy? Perhaps they'll all swoon over the Kiwi who swooped into town. And I'll get driven out by all the men there because the woman realised that the grass really is greener on the other side of the world. Season 2 includes Never Go to a Snort Club Airfare and Night Night. Oh my goodness. You should have just said an iron. I left it at that. Alright, Hocks, mate. Nice for you to stop in. Looking forward to keeping track of progress with things. If you guys don't already, make sure you go and follow Hocks on Facebook. He's got a Facebook page where he's posting a few images here and there of work he's working on. And there should be a link to it in the description. Hey, Paul Wright, welcome along. Good to have you here. Hope all is well in Queensland. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Look at that. Taking notes, FSG. This used to be, honestly, used to be one of my favourite things to do. This is one that's not going to go too easy because they're not very square on the forks, but I used to love loading trucks with hay on the farm. Used to have a little Ford 4600 used to race around the field picking bales up. Cold in Queensland, is it? Seeing a spaceship or 3 in Wyoming wouldn't be that unusual. I thought that was more Nevada. Seeing an aircraft carrier would be bizarre. Yep, certainly would. I don't think the river's quite big enough. Season 2 be moving into surrealist comedy. It would go with that. How drunk were you when you wrote this script? Supposed to be 100 for you, Jeremy. Ooh. That's getting into some hot territory, isn't it? No, it's not quite as neat, but it'll do. Oh, right, there we go. Look, see, I concentrate too much, I'll stop talking. We hold my tongue funny or something like that too. Alright, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 out of 99. What are you getting yet? Get a few more on here yet. Would always be pretty hot and sweaty in Philippines, wouldn't it? Dad says so. I love the tire tracks. Isn't it great how the different intensity of tire tracks depending on weight and what sort of equipment it is. So good, so good. Everyone from everywhere in the world other than the US is pulling out their phones to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. Jeremy. How's that one looking? There we go. I do need to figure out if the trailer's auto-load. We'll have a look at the shop in just a minute. I thought it was. We can figure out if it's auto-load. We might not do this for all of them. We'll do a load manually. And we can maybe use a little bit of auto-load to do the rest. But cold here in Queensland, I'm in the Darling Downs. It's more or less that damn cold west wind we get here. If the wind would just bugger off, it wouldn't be so bad, I reckon. It's always the wind. We had, like on the weekend, our temperature didn't get over about 15, but it was beautiful, calm, clear days, and it was actually, you know, you could comfortably wear t-shirt and shorts. You didn't feel cold. It's always just the wind. And we've got hundreds of wind turbines on the hills not far from us, so pretty hard to dodge the wind where I live. A little bit closer. Yeah, Celsius. Yeah. You do the same thing, but your feet to meter game is getting pretty strong thanks to farm sim. I'm pretty good with feet to meters because being in the construction industry and you work on an older building which was built in Imperial and you're trying to draw it in metric. 25.4 millimeters to an inch. 57 Fahrenheit in Queensland right now. Oh, coffee would be nice, Aussie. Black, no sugar, please. Mr. Sinatra, great to have you here, my friend. Welcome. And good morning. Yeah. Nice early start for you. 99 bales we need to load and get out of here. And I think we're going to fit 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20 on a truckload. So there's 5. At least 5 loads to take out of here. Oh, no, 200s yet. I could try and stack them 3 high. Don't know if that's a goer or not. We're also going to take this load down as it is and see if it's actually worth doing. And we are also going to see if this is an auto-load trailer. Actually, I think I can. We've had this debate before. I can get 2 more across the back, can't I? We need 2 more. Being from a place that uses Fahrenheit, adjusting to Celsius hasn't been easy, I can imagine. Takes a little bit of thought to it, doesn't it? Because of course, you know, what's freezing in Fahrenheit? That's the thing that I don't understand. It's not at 0. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Get up. Oh, got a stuck bale. Ah, get out of there. Here we go. What do I have my vehicle sensitivity set at? Probably default. I don't think I've ever changed it. There you go. There they all are. What I want to bump up is that, because it can be very slow tuning with the controller sometimes. Try bumping that up actually. It's much better. Well, who knows when it gets close to 40, I bet you it is. Gosh, when it gets close to 30 in New Zealand, it's hot. Alright. Push that on there. Right down. Track those arms out of there. Oh, hopefully leave the bale behind. Ooh, that was close. Alright, can we strap it on? Okay, perfect. Alright, let's go for a drive. 4 inches to a hand for the horse people. David, pleasure having you here, mate. Great to see you. Thank you for joining in and chatting, and enjoy the rest of your evening. And hopefully catch you in the next stream. Good to have you back. Right, we'll go this way down to town. Where are we going, actually? I did look. It's the animal dealer, wasn't it? Straw. Something across animal feed. Tag place. Double check that is. Oh no, it's over there. Okay. I thought it was the animal dealer. No, that's fine. We will find that. FSG, are you taking note? No, he's probably left in disgust, Jeremy. What did that take? What did I say we had? 19 minutes to load that one truck. So, what do we reckon? We've got 22 bales on here. I figured out they were going to be about $300 each. $300 each, a bit more than $300 each. What do we got? 7 grand on this? Put your entries in. Entries in chat. How much we're going to earn off this trailer load of straw? I'm picking around... What did I say? 22... And... Around 7 grand. $7,200. Okay. No pulling your calculator out, Jeremy. $7,336. It's the what not to do notes. Just like we said with the script, it's something you can say, oh, Argsy did that, I better not make the same mistake. $7,250 White Dragon. Oh. I mean, they're going to be closest because I'm lowest, or you guys are all going to be right. Where do we need to go? Yeah. Hopefully we can get across the back here. Wide swing. Good thing there's no one around. We can drive wherever we want. 7227. Guess if I've just miraculously guessed around 7.2 and you guys are all coming up with similar sort of numbers, I'm slightly concerned. Well, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6, 7, and 2 more. Go and give them a shove in. Truck sounds great, doesn't it? Love it. And this is why it's fitted with bull bars. Selling pesky straw bales. 670. Let's have a look then. We should. Sold bales. Sold bales. 7379. Oh, Jeremy, you were closest. Pretty good guesses there though. 7.2. I'm pretty happy with my guess of 7.2. What did I say? 5 loads of 7.2. So 35 grand out of that. I'll take that actually. I will take that any day of the week. Right, while we're just here, by next to the shop, I am just going to have a look at something. So if I just want to go and have a look at this trailer. Doesn't say it's auto load. I thought it was, but there's no options for it to be auto load. This will work up with a 240 centimeter bale, which is I think what we're baling. We could use that. Actually, the easiest way to tell if it had an auto load option in it. Yeah. Can't see anything there. What does this show sign do? Don't know. Well, that's going to take us a bit longer then, isn't it? Loading those, so we'll get one more load done and then we'll probably about time to wrap things up. I turned the wrong corner, carried on to the next one. Get the deer. Looks like the horn doesn't work. Alright, one more load and then we'll wrap things up there. We haven't got as far as I thought we might have, but that's okay. plenty still to carry on with next time. Good fun tonight though. Always is. Good fun, good banter. Oh, road truck sign on the truck, is it? Scott, thank you. Johnny V, how you doing? Oh, getting a bit of a tail slapper going on there. Nice to have you here, Johnny. Great to see you. We live 200 meters from a intersection. So the number of times I hear a truck coming along and on the jake brake and that when it's slowing down. Number of times I probably hear a Kenworth. There's quite a few stock trucks actually here which are Kenworths. Right, let's go and get one more load done. Oh, there we go. Oversize on the front. Somewhere here in the middle. Probably 15 or 20 bales around us there. Right, turn that off. Get rid of that. Let's get these all loaded up and out of here. Alright, 10:52. Let's see if we can do this in less than 10 minutes. What do you reckon? I'm going to say no. Rocking wrong for today. Here's a question. Do you reckon it's worth trying to go 3 high? James has just written that. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a whirl. Oh, we're at the limit of liftability. I think this was our problem last time I tried to do this. Enough weight in the back of the tractor. I don't really want to load 1 and then have to load 2 up on top, but I mean that'll work. That'll work. Yeah, same with Jake's in 2Ks from a corner in town and the sound bouncing around on a clear frosty night. Yeah, on a nice crystal clear night. You can hear them from miles away. Please do it. In your PM Discord we use a UAL track, so I can send you. Ah, cool. I will do that, Johnny. Appreciate that. Carl, TG Modding, how are you? Welcome along. Good to see you. Those who don't know who Carl is, Carl has been responsible for a few maps now. What's your current one you're working on? Estonia, aren't they? Estonia? Correct me if I'm wrong. It's one of the Eastern European countries, isn't it? In Estonia. Here we go. So you have a look on the map directory and find some of his maps on there if you like. And I think there's also a link on the map directory to his webpage where he hosts them. So exclamation mark maps in the chat will give you a link to that too. Right, I'm going to strap those on before they go anywhere. Excellent, thank you, Scott. Working on a forestry map, it's called Foggy Forest. Awesome. Yes, Carl was one of the first map makers because I think you released a map very early around Christmas time, wasn't it? Very early in, I guess, FS22 life cycle. And I contacted him about adding it onto the map directory. Pretty cool. Oh, my 10-minute estimate's gone out the window now that we're picking up an extra 50%. It's alright, it'll be worth it. As long as it doesn't fall over. Spud King, go the Spuds. My courseplay decided to pop up then. 3 high, watch out for those underpasses. I've seen so many trucks take that top row off the hard way. Not too many in, not too many where we're heading. Aussie, we should be right. The issue is getting them on the truck. It's a true balancing act. You excuse my bad pun. We are right on the limit. Oh, I'm going to leave that too close to the edge. And tip it too far that way. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Pozos Hacks? What's up, mate? Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. Interesting name. Nice to see some new faces tonight too. Lots of, oh, that was close. As well as the regulars, nice to have some new people in chat and watching the stream, so I appreciate you all joining. I could get a heavier weight for the back. That would be another option too. But we'll just soldier on here for a little bit. Should I have stored deliveries on? I could possibly get one that way. Tell you what, I'm actually more worried about the truck stability of the trailer as we're driving through town. I think that's going to be the true test. And I don't think we're going to get our two across the back. I haven't been able to get them quite so tight to each other. New favourite content creator. Oh, I appreciate that, mate. It's very nice of you to say. On the Games Mod Hub, this legal flatbed semi-trailers. Well, that's what I thought when I downloaded it, White Dragon, but perhaps I didn't get the one I thought I did. This is a mod as well, but yeah, maybe it doesn't have auto-load. Who knows? Someone will. I don't. Push it rather than pick it up for two and try and carry it too long. Oh, I'm gonna. Oh, no. I was going to lose that top bale. Whee. I use a PlayStation controller. That's it, so I've got a PS4 controller I have at the moment, so very good for doing loader work with. Love it. Makes everything so much easier. I do have, I've got dual joysticks. Got 2 Thrustmaster, the T16,000s or whatever they are. And they're awesome for using excavators and that. I've had a lot of fun on those on Elk Mountain. But yeah, the controllers are what makes it much simpler than keyboard mouse. I'd hate to do this keyboard mouse. One thing I do have with the PlayStation controller, I've actually got back buttons, which I can program to be any of the other buttons as well. So I've actually got them programmed as the L1 and R1 bumper. So you know, they control the overrides there. So I can use my hand on, or a finger on that on the back of the controller, and don't have to be fumbling between accelerating, braking, and I can do sort of more things at once, which is very nice. Now, you don't put a scrap over those, or they are going to go tumbling. You've done 6 maps so far, Carl. Foggy Forest is your 7th. Wow, I need to catch up on those. I have not got that many on my map directory, I don't think. So we'll have to check in on what you've been doing and get some more maps added. By the sounds of things. Beautiful. Scott Lee, big hi from Central Otago. Well, good evening to you. It's a bit chilly down your way at the moment. What part of Central are you in? Beautiful part of the world. Have you ever been to New Zealand? Haven't been to New Zealand and you do come, make sure you make some time to get to Central Otago. Lord of the Rings country, lots of scenery there used in Lord of the Rings and other movies, and fantastic wine, amongst other things. If you come in winter, lots of ski fields. It's basically a controller with the analog sticks. It's basically a mini joystick. You've got a PS4 controller, you just can't load bales. Oh, definitely need that bigger weight. Physics are good though. If you go slowly and gently, it's much better. And if you were just to try and drop them or pick them up really fast, I'd run into trouble there with the top one, aren't I? Don't fall over. Don't topple. Worried there for a minute. Yeah, it's another option. I could do a road train, couldn't I? Could do. I'm going to make this one do because I'm already past my bedtime, really. I do want to get this finished. Marty, how are you? Good to see you, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. Oh goodness, I thought it was going to. Is there a difference between having one strap and a stack? Nah, there's no difference at all. It's visual. They tend to have the straps pretty well spaced out, so obviously depending on what you're strapping on, you've got a strap for each, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Whether there's one or 3. Some trailers you might occasionally get into and you... Oh, goodness. And if you were to put, like a big bag or something on it, or a pallet, it might not quite line up with the straps, and that can be a bit of a problem. Sometimes you'll get a situation like this where that strap that's there would actually be holding these ones down too. At least I've had that before too, so lots of different things to think about. Info GT, what's cracking? How you doing, man? Nice to see you. It is the... Let's have a look. Bale loaders. Crone Profiliner HD. Crone flatbed semi-trailer. Of course it doesn't say in here who the modder is, but yeah, I was adamant it was auto load when I bought it, but haven't been able to get it to work. I should just put Loki's auto load script in, and then I wouldn't have to worry about that. But I have not. So. Scott, thanks for hanging out, mate. Appreciate you joining the stream and being here for the vast majority of it. And thank you for the friendly prompts and reminders to people to hit like button too if you're enjoying the stream. Oh no, I blame you, Scott. 100% your fault. But nah, appreciate you being here, mate. It's been a blast. And I left that over hanging. So we can square them up, but here we go. There we go. We've got only room for a couple more, so we'll get these loaded and get them down to the sell point. Sold. Nothing wrong here. Nothing to see. This is what you have four-wheel drive tractors for. Why? Yeah, okay, well I couldn't find anything in the menu for commands for auto load though. Turn it on or anything. This is me trying to be cunning, but I don't think it's going to work. Or if I put those that way I might have got two more across the end, but I'm not going to. That's alright. We will get two more across the end, but I thought we could have potentially done four more or six more across there. Let's get two more. And we'll be done. Universal auto load, yeah, 100%. That's exactly what I need to do. Confession time, I haven't even used it. I haven't used it once. Universal auto load. I've not had a real need for it. I'm some guy and I could have used it selling all our things the other day, but I thought we did pretty well. Who needs auto load when you have Argsy load? Good fun. I enjoy it. Like FSG said the other day, it can be quite therapeutic sometimes. And it can be darn frustrating too if you get everything all up and then knock it over or something. Can use Argsy load when I need some bales stacked. It's a paid mod, unfortunately. I don't normally condone paid mods, but that's just one that I don't think you can put a price on. Right. Slowly forward. I thought I strapped those other two down. Ones with the first ones. Actually did not. Alright, done. Some straps on those before we go anywhere. Oh gosh, I thought it wasn't going to strap the back one. Right, you reckon we keep this upright? What do you reckon the value is in this one? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30 bales this time. UAL, yeah, UAL's free, mate. Sorry, I'm talking about the Argsy load, not the Gordo load. Getting ready for a truck roll, I am as well. We're taking this easy. I can already feel how unstable it is going to be going around corners. Kenworth will just power out of it though. Drag it round and pull it back up. I tried the road run in a truck mod. I haven't actually. I haven't tried too many truck mods. I've actually stuck to this. Most of them have been from the outside. Thanks to the rickroll. Yeah, I saw James. I saw what he was trying to do. 11,200 for Aussie. Did Jeremy leave, or did I? He might have got called away to look after the kids. Actually do some parenting. I can't say that he was up at 4:30 in the morning changing diapers, so. I think this is the most cautious I've ever driven a truck. $30 bales at 3,200, 3,400 each. 9 and another 3. 12,170 for me. 12,170. Gently. We haven't come across any power lines. We would have taken them out probably by now. $1K a bale. Oof. They're about 340 a bale, I think we figured out. Mike, a little bit earlier. Right, moment of truth. I can roll the trailer going in here too. Right. Well, they're going to do the same thing they did last time. Oh, 9,131. 9131 plus 4. Oh no. Nine. We're just gonna cheat this one in. So just over 11 grand, just over 10 grand. Eh, not as much as I thought it was gonna be. So there's only $1,000 bucks, $100 for that bale. Seems strange. So the price has gone down while we've been doing that. So you're 10 and 200. Well, you're not far off. Don't rush. I'm just a big truck driving on the wrong side of the road. Well, there we go. That has bumped our figures up a little bit. We've actually got some money in the bank now, which is nice. And it's been a fun stream. I've really enjoyed tonight. Been good. Great banter. Good chat. Some lively chat. And just a lot of fun in general. So we're well, we're just going to drive back down this way. We're back to the yard. We'll carry on with this next week. We'll try and get the rest of these all picked up and the rest of this other field baled, so then we can decide what we're going to do with those fields. Whether we keep leasing the ones we've got on lease, or whether we look to turf them. Maybe we'll go and find a field that's got a crop in it already, or maybe we'll pick up some contract work somewhere. Must actually be some contracts. Must be some contracts that are there to be done. In fact, we'll have a very quick look when we get back up in here to the yard. We've got a fair bit of money. We've got 400,000 litres of, well, actually must be close to 460,000 litres of crop sitting in here to be sold too. So when the price is right, we'll be able to make a decent amount of money off that. What was I just going to look at? Contracts. Nothing too much. We'll do some ploughing. We can't do ploughing because our cultivator doesn't show it as ploughed, but we could pick something up. We could even lease the equipment. I'm not leasing a plough. Lease a cultivator. Who knows? Lots of things to do. So once I said the bale price, you Siri didn't like. Nah, fair enough to you. So there we go. Thank you everyone for hanging out tonight. Like I said, it was a blast. It was a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. So thank you to Jeremy and to Crofter for those very generous super chats. To all the new subscribers, thank you very much. And to all the regulars who've joined in tonight, and anyone new to the chat, it's been great to have you all here. Hopefully we'll do it all again this time next week. But otherwise, hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you all very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a good day, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is where you are. And I'll catch you in the next one.